Hello, it is Ethan. I am back with week 2 of 52 for the Pixel Rush RTS dev update. A lot was accomplished last week, so thank you so much for tuning in. As a quick reminder, everything discussed here today is fully playable on the alpha build on my website. You just gotta go piledrivegames.com and boom, right on the splash page, come to play online. Read a blurb about what the game and the alpha build loads right here. You can keep track of the changelog and all of the video logs here, and everything we're talking about today is playable fully on the alpha build. This build is updated nearly daily. So if you haven't already, please wishlist the game. Every wishlist helps the Steam algorithm to keep pushing it to new players. We've got 10 wish lists so far from all over the world. So thank you so much if you are one of the people who have already wish listed the game. You are helping make my dream come true. So hopping into it, here's a quick summary. If you just want the quick and dirty, this is what we accomplished last week. So the game now builds on Windows as a standalone executable. And for anyone wondering if it works on Linux or Mac, before my stance was no, and now it's a strong maybe. We have connected Steamworks SDK. So what does this mean? We have an internal build uploaded to the Steam backend. You can launch the game client through Steam just like a real game, and the Steam achievements infrastructure has been created and proven through adding a first achievement is now fully integrated. I added a splash screen during the game load sequence to polish it up. I did a viewport size refactor to the industry standard viewport. I did a deck building UI update, and I added a lot more polish around navigation and menu and UI, like a quit match button if you want to retire from a game early, and a quit game button. So right off the bat, let's move over to build exporting. So now the build now exports to Windows. And so here in my builds folder, I've got a Pixel Rush RTS.exe. So if I want to go ahead and execute this, this is one way that I can launch the application nowadays. So what that means is that moving forward, the Steamworks SDK integration has now been completed. So the game is integrated with Steamworks. This means I can upload playable builds onto the Steam backend and install play through Steam. So go ahead and check this out. Here, let me just go ahead and uninstall the game. And I have Pixel Rush RTS now available in my library. You see I've got an achievement here, and I can go ahead and click install, and this is installing the build that I have published internally on the back end. So what does this mean for the players, for the people who are maybe interested in Pixel Rush RTS? This means I could technically publish a demo at any point, but there's more features I want to add before we get to that point. And from here, I can go ahead and click play. And this is going to launch the game the same way that I launched the executable natively from the build screen. So now you can see we've got this pretty new splash screen. So instead of the default Godot splash screen, we've got this pretty splash screen. Okay, so now I want to hop back over to slides so we can talk a little bit about more. So the Steamworks SDK integration means I can start working on Steam integrations like achievements, stats, and cloud save states. So we have added our first achievement. The achievement is integrated into the application and can be collected, and it pops up on the overlay. So you can see here, when I start the game, it says did Steam initialize status 0. That means we're good to go, and you can see that my my player ID here is added, and that we've got a Steam achievement loaded. So now, if I just go ahead and play a game, the achievement is for winning a game, and you can see here, Shift Tab. We've got the Steam overlay. So, if you're used to whatever, going to see the guides and stuff and the controller settings, blah, blah, blah. This game doesn't support controller, but the Steam overlay is now available. So let me go ahead and exit out of that. Okay, and now that we got the W, look down here in the bottom right corner, and you'll see winner, win your first game. So there is the first Steam achievement we have fully integrated. So let me go ahead and leave game, and let's hop back over to the Google Slides. And okay, so I did a viewport refactor. The viewport was some random number that I just happened to have when I first started programming. So now the viewport is a standard 1920 by 1080, and you can see that now when I launch. The application is full screen, and that's what you want. That's polished, that's professional. So this means I updated a few of the toast locations. So toast, I mean this, like when you go select explosion deck, selected nature's wrath. So that the locations, some of that stuff was updated, and I think our next is the deck building UI update. So this was a big update as well. So hopping over to deck building, you can see now that the cards in your collection are much more readable. So these are a lot bigger now because I have the increased viewport. It was like probably about twice as big, the viewport refactor. So these are a lot more readable now. You can clearly see their DPS and their speed and the spell monsters. And then I did some text styling updates on the card to keep it on the deck names and the main menu button, and the names here like Dragon Inferno and the counting how many are in your deck as you add them. So this is now all on brand with the game itself. Okay, so hopping back over to the Google Slides, and I did some polish. So we did the splash screen, and we did an exit match button and exit game button. So now hopping back over to the main menu, when I hit here, the game exits like you would expect any game on Steam to exit. So the major things, again, we got Steamworks SDK fully integrated. I thought this was going to take me 2 weeks. Ended up taking me the 1 week. We've got our first Steam achievement. We did a whole bunch of polish, like the splash screen and quit match button, updates to the UI, updates to the deck building UI, viewport size refactor. So yeah, we're in a really, really good spot. And don't forget, the game is playable on my website. I think I want to do Steam Next Fest in October, which means I have to submit my build by September 1st. So depending, maybe it'll be the October Next Fest. I might have a demo here Q4 2026. So stay tuned. We're making great progress. Thanks for following along the development. Go ahead, play the alpha on my website. Go ahead, wishlist it on Steam. Thanks for watching.